Carne Asada, when translated, means grilled meat and is a popular Mexican street food. A delicious, juicy, marinated steak is grilled to perfection with a few simple ingredients. The speciality of this dish is the charred flavour and, of course, the marinade itself. You can serve it by itself or make some tacos. Either way, the steak is tender and delicious. Open up a Ziploc bag. Pour in 500 milliliters of orange juice, 50 grams of garlic, 100 milliliters of lime juice, 1 tablespoon of pepper, 2 teaspoons of salt, 100 grams of jalapenos, 40 grams of coriander, and 60 milliliters of olive oil. Zip up the bag and mix everything really well. Then put 200 grams of beef steak inside. Zip up the bag, mix together, and let it rest for 6 hours. Butter a hot grill pan and cook the steak. Only turn the steak once during cooking for the best result. Then thinly slice the beef and serve up with flour tortillas. There you go, a very special snack. Beef al molho, also known as steak with sauce, is a classic Brazilian dish. The meat is stewed to perfection in a delicious sauce made with tomatoes and a variety of easy-to-find ingredients. It's easy to prepare and is a perfect one-pot recipe. Combine 500 grams of beef, 50 grams of garlic, and 1 teaspoon of salt by hand in a large bowl. Then leave it to sit to one side. Heat 3 tablespoons of olive oil in a pan and fry your beef well. As the beef cooks, place to the side of the pan so that you can add in a new piece. Keep repeating these steps until all of your beef is cooked. When all the beef is cooked, season with 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper, 2 teaspoons of white pepper and 2 tablespoons of oregano, and give everything a really good mix. Throw in 100 grams of onion and tomato and 200 grams of tomato sauce. Combine really well and pour over 250 millilitres of water. 20 grams of coriander. Now cover the pot and stew for half an hour. And here we are, we're ready to serve. Garnish with some more coriander. And it's time to serve up with some mashed potatoes for a delicious and hearty dinner.
Are you ready for a trip to France? We're going to show you how to make beef bourguignon, a delicious French version of a beef stew, cooked with wine and vegetables. It's absolutely delicious. You can cook it in a few stages, so you might need a little patience, but it is worth it. It's beautiful with mashed potatoes, or really anything you like. And from then on in, it is just bon appetit. Are you ready? Right, let's get started. Put 1 tablespoon of olive oil in a pot and cook 50 grams of bacon. If you prefer, you can use turkey bacon. Now take that out and put it aside, keeping the oil in the pot. Add 700 grams of cubed beef. Now, the cut of beef that you use for this is rather important if you want to get that lovely, tender, falling apart meat at the end. A good quality lean stewing beef is the best beef used to master this recipe, or perhaps chuck steak, round steak, even brisket. So once you have browned that, you're going to fry 60 grams of onion in the same oil. Add 100 grams of chopped carrots to that. No need to chop them too small, just roughly chopped is fine. 2 tablespoons of garlic. Keep stirring, stirring, stirring and stirring some more. Now we add the cooked beef back to that, and we're going to just finish off the browning and sealing process of the meat. Add 1/4 teaspoon of salt and the same amount of black pepper. Or season it to your own preference. Again, keep stirring. Stirring is very important. Add 3 tablespoons of flour. That's going to help thicken the sauce later on. Now we're going to add our pearl onions, 7 of those, and 150 millilitres of red wine, 250 millilitres of beef stock, and 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 1 tablespoon of beef seasoning powder. Stir that all together until it's completely blended. Now that sauce is bubbling away, you can add your herbs. 2 tablespoons of thyme, 4 tablespoons of parsley, and 2 bay leaves. Fresh herbs are the best, but if you don't have them, you can always use dried herbs. Stick the lid on and stew that for 20 minutes. Now you can remove the lid. It's bubbling away, lovely there, very nice. Bit more stirring. Take off the heat. Now we're going to put that through a sieve to separate out the vegetables and meat from the gravy, and just remove those bay leaves, we don't need those anymore. Now we're going to heat the gravy on its own for 10 minutes. We want to bring it to a boil. This helps to thicken it even more. Now get 30 grams of butter and melt that in a clean pan. To this we're going to add 2 tablespoons of garlic, so lots of garlic. A lovely garlic butter has formed there, and to that we're going to add 200 grams of mushroom. No need to chop them up, just chuck them in whole. 1/4 teaspoon of salt goes into that. And the same in black pepper, or again seasoned to your preference. You can use different types of mushrooms depending on how creative you want to be. Add your cooked beef and vegetables into that, and your beef broth, of course. Give it a final stir. Let it bubble away. And add your fresh herbs on top, some parsley. And there you have it, an absolutely gorgeous beef bourguignon. Served traditionally with mashed potato, which you can buy from the store or make yourself. And if you'd like a healthier option with less carbs, you could do mashed sweet potato, even mashed cauliflower and carrots. And look at that, it just breaks away, so soft and delicious. Yum! Bon appétit!